YouTube. How we doing, family? It's your boy, Yo. And there's another episode of Yo Hoops. We go through every NBA game every day. Today's Wednesday, March 26th, and we have a 6-game NBA card. I'm going to walk you through every game, let you know which sides I like, and stick around because I'll let you know my highlighted play of the day. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. We took the Atlanta Hawks and Houston Rockets under 235.5. Sheesh, it was sweaty to say the least. The Hawks went on a massive fourth quarter run, ultimately losing the game 114 to 121. The game ended at 235 on the dot. We needed that last missed shot from Terrence Mann, but we did cash the play. We're now on a 3-game highlighted win streak. Let's keep that momentum rolling, and without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup of the evening, we have the Washington Wizards in Philadelphia taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers are laying 3 points, and the total is 230. You couldn't pay me to watch this game. Both teams come into this one severely banged up, but the situation has got worse for the Wizards recently. They were already losing games by 20 plus, but here they'll be without Marcus Smart, Keyshawn George, and Chris Middleton. Both of these teams should be in full tank mode, but like I'm saying, the Wizards basically have all of their bucket getters out tonight. This is one I'll personally be staying away from, but with a gun to my head, I would lean towards the Sixers. We're taking the Sixers laying the 3 as our first selection of today. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the LA Clippers in New York taking on the New York Knicks. Clippers are laying 3.5 points, and the total is 217.5. The Knicks come into this one on the second leg of a back-to-back, but no travel as they remain at home in New York City. They got the win and cover last night against the Mavs, but it wasn't as dominant of a performance as I would expect. The Mavs are already severely banged up, and they were on the second leg of a back-to-back. Now the Knicks are on no rest with the Clippers coming into town, who we know are hungry after coming up short in that last game against the Thunder. Jalen Brunson is still out, but James Harden is questionable for this one as well. James is such an X factor that for me, it really doesn't matter if he plays or not. He shoots them out of the game some nights, and I trust Norman Powell to run this Clippers offense. Like I'm saying, I think the Clippers are motivated here, and we see something like a 6-point Clippers win. We're taking the Clippers laying the 3.5 as our next selection of today. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Lakers in Indiana taking on the Indiana Pacers. Lakers are laying 1 point, and the total is 235.5. This is going to be a fun one to watch. I'll definitely be tuned in. Looking at the injury reports, it looks like both squads come into this one at full strength. The Lakers have looked disappointing over their last couple games, to say the least. They got aired out back-to-back by the Chicago Bulls and Orlando Magic, laying points in both. The Pacers have been disappointing from an ATS perspective, but they are on a 5-game win streak, sitting in the 4th spot in the East. This line is a pick'em. No points, just mano-y-mano. Who's going to win the game? To me, it's the Pacers. We saw when the Bulls turned up their offensive pace, the Lakers couldn't keep up. Indiana plays at a higher offensive pace than the Bulls do, and while I do think this game comes down to the wire, I think the Pacers get the win in the end. Hallie's back. Let's do the damn thing. We're taking the Pacers on the money line as our highlighted selection of today. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Toronto Raptors in Brooklyn taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Nets are laying 2.5 points, and the total is 215. Another bottom of the barrel game, personally one I'll be staying away from. The Raptors' strength has been their depth all season. They don't have any elite scorers, but you would get 20 to 25 points from different guys on any given night. Since the injury bug hit, it looks like the wheels are falling off. They did win a few games recently, but guys like Quickly and Puerto played in those wins. Brooklyn has fought through injury all season and still shown up from an ATS perspective. Like I'm saying, I'm in no rush to bet this one, but I would have to lean towards Brooklyn. We're taking the Nets on the money line. You can find it for around minus 125 to minus 130 odds as our next selection of today. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Bucks in Denver taking on the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets are laying 8 points, and the total is 223. I hated to see the news about Damian Lillard. Doctors found a complication with a vein in his right calf, and he's now sidelined indefinitely. Looking at the injury reports, Giannis was just ruled out as well with a left foot sprain. On the Nuggets side, a lot of their team is returning for this one. Joker and Christian Braun are both probable. They should go. Then Aaron Gordon is questionable. The Nuggets were winning games without Joker, so with him returning, this sets up for the perfect storm in the Mile High City. Even with the Bucks at full strength, I would lean towards the Nuggets, but banged up, I'm all over it. We're taking the Nuggets laying the 8 as our next selection of today. Let's move. In our last and final matchup of the evening, we have the Boston Celtics in Phoenix taking on the Phoenix Suns. Celtics are laying 5 points, and the total is 221.5. This is a really tough one for me. The Celtics have started to hit that playoff form. They've won their last 6 straight meetings comfortably. Thing is, the Suns have won their last 4 straight, and they're in must-win territory as they sit in the 10th spot in the West. The Celtics are also one of the worst teams in the league, covering consecutive point spreads, so this does set up for a letdown spot. Looking at the injury reports, Xavier Tillman is ruled out, then Jason Tatum is doubtful for the Celtics. Bradley Beal is ruled out for the Suns. If the Celtics are in that playoff mode tonight, they win this game by double digits. Personally, though, I think they're bound to drop a couple duds before the playoffs start. Like I said, the Suns need to win this game, and if you're going to give me 5 points in my back pocket in a must-win, I'll take it. We're taking the Suns +5 as our last and final selection of the evening. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're now 16, 15, and 2 against the spread on highlighted plays in March, but I told you, I'm looking to finish the month strong. We have 6 days left, so let's make it an absolutely huge one. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.